Are you saying that Gravy just finished saying that you were like Derrick
Derrick
Henry
Henry.
when
You're
you
like
were
a
kids?
Derrick Henry. He said, "Fucking
Oh
Gravy,
God!
dog."
I guess Raider
Back in
fans just believe anything.
back in the early
Dude,
'90s, bro.
That was
Back
like
in the
him
early
in
'90s.
fucking. That was like him in flag football. He said.
Hey, in flag football, that kid Henry right there. He was the real king. The real king.
What about these two? Go heads up right now. We want to.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, my jaw's fucking intact, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, it's crazy, dog. Like a lot of what fucking we'll get into it, but a lot of what fucking AP said like in his presser this week after the game, dog, is almost like what I was saying last week. That we're just not good enough. We're just not good enough, dog, right now.
I don't know, man. I titled this fucking podcast, "Can the Raiders Turn It Around?"
I don't think so.
Like
I think it's right now.
Like 8 question marks.
We're like on a fucking free fall right now. And shit. And it looks like with the pickups that we're doing, it looks like we're trying to stay there too. It don't look like we're trying to improve really much either. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just,
I mean, on some real shit, like, dude, like, how are we gonna end up like really like changing it, bro? Like, who's gonna come over here right now and change the thing, man, bro? The game that I watched, bro, like, I couldn't believe that he gave that fucking Gardner Minshew, fucking AKA Booger McFarland,
wow.
fucking, bro. I don't see how we only lost by 5 points.
Our defense, though, our defense actually played a hell of a game, but our offense just overshadowed that. Now, like we basically overlooked that because the offense played that bad. And last week we were talking about at the end of the show, we talked about a fucking what's his name that I don't even want to get into this week because he don't even really matter. But like we talked about that pretty much the whole show. We got into it for like the last couple minutes, and we said that we have to be we cannot be perfect, but we definitely can't lose the turnover battle. And damn, we lost the turnover battle. You know what I mean? And that was the difference again.
Horribly.
And we still only lost
the turnover battle. We've lost a turnover battle in every game we were in.
That's what I'm saying. And we lost by 5 points, dog. And our offense gives our defense no room for error. No fucking room for error
at all.
Let's talk about it. We got Riddler. Bro.
We're going to the Super Bowl. The Diddler? No. Ritter.
The Ritter. Oh, Ritter.
I want to get Ritter of fucking...
That's another move. Like, I don't think that we're being, like, serious of trying to, like, do anything this year. Like, that's why with the pickups that we're doing, like, I understand where some teams are still, like, you can see where when GMs are trying to, like, scramble or something like that, which is cool for me. Like, I don't want to see our GM scramble. Like, I just see him, I guess, looking at a plan in the offseason, and he ain't trying to do anything to like mess up with that anything right now. Like go pick up a guy off the bench or somebody that they're letting go or somebody that's becoming available. Like there's no need for us to do that. It's just I just think that our plan is in the offseason, I think, and then all the moves are kind of pointing that way too. You know what I mean? It's just I know it's not just tank or anything like that, but we're just like AP said, we're just not fucking good enough right now, though.
We're not tanking. Then why did he say this shit in the beginning? Gabe?
Oh, because nobody's gonna expect to go in there and fucking lose. Nobody's gonna fucking preach to the fans, hey, we're gonna go in there and lose. Nobody's gonna preach that shit.
I think 2-5 ain't a gauge yet. I don't think 2-5 is a gauge yet.
I mean, I think there's still a lot of football, but damn, man,
there's a lot of football left to play, bro. There's a lot of football left to play.
A team that's, basically a team that we're the last team to beat them, but we're not that same team anymore. We're not that same team from last year. We don't have the same attitude. We just are not that same team. It's like, I don't know how it's gonna look this Sunday, bro, but I just wanna show some fucking heart out there, please. Like I just don't want to be fucking embarrassed by these motherfucking queefs, dog. Like I don't want to be embarrassed by these fucking dumbasses, bro. Like it's just like all the shit in the off season and shit like that, in which, you know what I mean, that shit almost started from then. You know what I mean? Like the bad news almost started from there. We got that, and then we got the Kuntz news, and then we just have been having like bad news after bad news after bad news. You know, ever since this shit. Like it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you ask for you probably bite off a little bit more than you could chew. You know what I mean? And I think at the beginning of the year, I think that's what it was. You know, I just think that they were coming off of a high from last year. From, you know, it was towards the end of the season where we were playing, you know, I wouldn't say meaningless games, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't meaningless to anybody on our team or any coach on our team. You know what I mean? But we played a lot of teams that were not in the playoff hunt anymore too. You know what I mean? Which could have maybe, you know, I don't know if it made us, you know, think that made me for sure think that we were gonna come out harder than we did. You know what I mean? Which I could think that that's probably what AP was thinking too. But damn, bro, like I didn't expect, you know, first of all, I didn't expect, because the offensive line, I thought it was going to be better. I just thought, you know, the reemergence with Colton and all of that shit, you know, getting healthy and stuff like that, which I didn't think it was going to be the greatest. I didn't think it was going to be like, you know, the Pro Bowl fucking, you know, Colton Miller, but I thought it was going to be for damn sure better than this. You know what I mean? Like, not the weakest, not for sure. Not think that he was going to be the weakest link on our offensive line. You know what I mean? And it's just, and then you got the running game. Which a lot of people, he was the betting favorite to be the rushing leader of the season. The betting favorite in Vegas to be the rushing leader at the beginning of the season was Zamir White. You know what I mean? People thought, like, I thought that was far-fetched, but I did think that he was going to be a lot better than this. I thought for sure he had at least, you know, 1,000 in him in 17 fucking games. But yeah, damn, that was shit. You know what I mean? That's attributed also to the offensive line too, but him as well. Like, he just can't get it right, dog. He can't stop running into the back of his offensive line. I mean, he doesn't help out either. You know what I mean? Because you've seen Alexander Madison be somewhat, you know what I mean, you know, at least productive, you know what I mean, in the last couple, when he's actually gotten a chance to be, you know what I mean, get the carries, you know what I mean? You've seen it in the last game. At least he makes something happen, you know what I mean? Which that, and then you got, you know, Kuntz going down early. You got, you know, Wilkins. You got fucking Devontae asking for a trade out. You know, it's crazy, bro. It's just a bunch of fucking events that you didn't see it coming, but they were there. You know what I mean? I think people were kind of alluding to it in the offseason, but us as Raider fans, I think I'm going to speak for myself. You know what I mean? I think a little bit blinded to it. Didn't want to think that DA was, you know, I thought DA was really, really here for it. You know what I mean? I thought, you know, a lot of more guys were, you know, on board with AP's messaging too. But like, you've seen the message that AP is kind of putting out there, but the effort's not there. So I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's just guys were riding a high last year, and just that's the players that they are, because some of them are turning into players that they just were before that they got here. You know what I mean? Before that little high that they were on last year. So some of them are turning back into their normal selves. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. I think for me, for sure, I think I was just blinded with optimism.
I think I think the whole nation was, bro, like on some real shit, because I mean, we have AP, we have, you know what I mean, we get Wilkins, you know, thinking that Minshew was going to do it. Our biggest argument back and forth was who was going to start. You know what I mean? Was it going to be Minshew or fucking, you know, Aiden O'Connell? And yeah, bro, it's been pretty bad. It's been I'm not gonna lie,
that lasted way too long, and it hurt both of them. You could tell.
Yep.
None of them gained. It should have been over with before training season started.
Yeah.
It's
but we want to drag. We wanted to drag this shit competition over to the fucking final game of the preseason, and I expected bad out of it. I wasn't confident. But let me tell you what I think.
Go for it.
Let me tell you guys specifically what I thought, because I had a lot of time to think, because you guys were out and Lo was over there and stuff, and me and Lo talked. But I had a real serious football talk with Omar, and My boy was very rarely me and Omar think the same way. So what we do is, I thought in the beginning when AP was all pumped up and doing this action and all this shit, and then saying, you know, we're gonna put a wheel on you, violent and all that shit. That was cool, you know? That was cool and all. You know, I love that. The way we were gonna semi be ourselves, and like a new Raider regime was gonna get started, right? That's what I felt. Now I hung on to that so much was that we all know that AP got hired before Telesco did. So AP was saying we're gonna get that quarterback. We're gonna get that quarterback that was from that Gabe wanted.
Well, I wanted him too.
We were gonna get. They were putting in like 4 number ones, 5 number one, whatever it fucking was. Him and Champ were gonna do that, right? So then Telesco comes in here and says, "Nah," and it like took the decision making, like rug right underneath AP's feet, and then we know who has sole control over this team right now, and it's not AP as far as personnel is concerned. I think it's Telesco. Telesco is doing his work, and he probably has probably talking to Mark Davis, and he's saying, look, this is gonna take a little bit. If we got to go through another coach, we'll be ready. Our team will be ready by the time AP goes or anything like that. But I think the team hardness and all that was inside there before Telesco got there got took right underneath AP's feet when we didn't get a quarterback. We went with Minshew, and then we just, you know, he just don't want to submit to being defeated and not making decisions on the team. That's what me and Omar came up with. And I said, you think that same way? And he goes, yeah. That Telesco's has more superior call than AP does.
Well, look, I'm going to answer that real quick, but we haven't got to the chat, man.
Yeah,
we get to the chat real quick. Well, yeah, that was good. You know, give a little opinion. Everybody's giving a little bit of opinion of what, you know, we're looking at and stuff. That's a good take, Gravy. I want to answer that too. But like we tell you guys around these parts, man, thank you guys for everybody pulling up. It's RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Hello. We got Coach Gravy, Ready Game 420 in the building. Also, we always tell you guys around these parts, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't drink and drive. And when we get to the chat real quick, and we'll still talk about that. Basically saying that what Coach Gravy was saying is that Telesco is basically running the team compared to AP, because Telesco was hired after the fact AP was. But when we get to the chat, we'll get into it, man, real quick. So, Pena, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully having a good one. 3:07 a.m. Trenny 70 plan on winning $100 million, just like the Raiders will win the Super Bowl this year. All right, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you, man. Happy birthday, happy 70th, man. That's crazy. Hopefully we can all get there, man. Probably had a good life, and you see some good wins, and we haven't. Anyways, 2 cents in the building. What up? I'm trying to catch up to everybody. Laura Cheetah's in the building. Chris, what's going on, bro? John Stephenson Studios. I can be cracked. I can be made. I can be told. I can be played. Who am I? The Riddler. Get out of here. User, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. John B, what's up? Alex in the building. Billy Davis in the building. John saying some more stuff right there. I'm trying to catch up to everybody. M Easy said, were you guys okay with AP not going for it on 4th down? I will tag that and we will bring that shit up. All right, Speed, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Who else right here says, was Minshew revenge game in LA? I'm calling Booger Eater. Fucking shit. Lecky, what's up, bro? John B. Wasn't expecting Jack Jones to play horrible. Shit. Yeah, this horrible overall, yeah.
Another guy I want to talk about.
Yeah. Ernest was saying right here, it says Brady, head coach Belichick, offensive coordinator Manning. What? That'll be crazy.
No.
DC Graham, draft Archie Manning Jr., Pipe is too hot tonight. Fuck.
Fucking 2 years, dude. He's a
Yeah.
sophomore in college right now, and he plans on going to school to a senior year. He's gonna get his degree.
Yeah. Tell me what up, bro. Salute to you, man. Hopefully having a good one. Auntie, what's up, bro? Question low. Did you see it? Did you see out there? What did I see out there, person? I'll tell you right now, bro. But I got that mark too. We're gonna bring that shit up. Shout out Auntie, man. Salute to you, bro. Who else? Alexander right here. I think Mark Davis gave the job to AP with some conditions. Yep, that's a good point right there. Andy Belvin says it's a big week. Gotta get. I got them Raiders. Then I got the next pay-per-view Halloween Havoc coming up. Okay, shit. Shout out to you, bro. D-Mokes, bro. That shit was funny as fuck right here, bro. Thank you for the $5, man. We always appreciate that. Trying to catch up to everybody. Vince in the building. What up? What up? So I think we got Vincent. It says I think we got. We were real towards the end of last year, giving it up for us. Okay. Shit, let me see. Cool Kevin in the building. Sean, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully having a good one. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'm gonna give Myra her fucking kudos right now. She beat me in fantasy, but she hasn't been beating a lot of people, so I didn't expect it. But she whooped that ass. I'll give you that. I even texted her. I was like, all right, you got me. She told me. Whatever. I'll give you
love. I don't care if you're a female or not. You play fantasy, you just like a man. I'm gonna whoop you just like a man would.
Oh, relax already. Yeah. SoCal Sound ability. Whatever. Cool Kev. Billy Davis, salute. Showing love. All right. So, Gravy, before we started going into the chat, man, he basically stated that Telesco is running the team. I don't see. I see what you're saying. I just want to answer it, whatever, and then everybody else can answer it too. Hey, so what up, bro? Salute to you, brother. So for me, bro, on some real shit, I see that he is holding him back from what he wanted. And I do agree with you that he is in control because he's had so many. How long has he been in the league for? 17 years. Telesco.
He was a GM for the Chargers for 15 or 14 years.
Well, okay. Well, then, but before that, he was under. Yeah, he was there with Peyton Manning. See, this is the only thing that scares me about the whole Telesco fucking way. You know what I mean? I think they made a couple of you've seen towards the last couple of years that he was there and they were going to be over the cap, is that his sons came in, the Chargers sons came in, or whoever, and his family member came in and started taking some fucking risks. You know what I mean? Start pushing the number on the books, getting Mac, getting fucking Bosa, doing all this shit, right? And that, if that's the case, Telesco could never put a team together. Think about it. He had Rivers. He had like fucking Gates if he was there around that time, right? So who did he really have? Ooh, he picked up fucking Eckler. Ooh, wow. But they never really fucking won anything. They never went to a fucking playoff game. You know, now you can sit there and blame the coaches. So if you really look at it, and this is me and what you're telling me, if you look at it, he can never pick a coach. He can never fucking pick a coach. Because if he was a GM and he had the control of that, look at all the coaches that came in. What was it? Lynn that was in there. Who was the other guy? Fucking, he looks like my brother-in-law. Yeah. Well, anyways, so he had all those guys. Then he had Phillip Rivers, one of the best quarterbacks in the fucking league, bro, and could not win shit. So
they beat us though.
But they didn't win anything big, Gravy. They didn't go to the fucking. What playoff games did they win?
And what have we done?
No, I agree. So then we're just going to stay in the same fucking spot. You think if a guy,
what we're doing?
Listen, what I'm saying is if a guy turns around and been doing the same shit over and over and over, you know what I mean? You think he's gonna have different results with a different team?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're saying what I'm saying. Telesco took that rug that AP was telling us, hey, we're gonna be violent, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then now it's all different now.
Well, that's
what. We're saying the same thing but different way. But it's like, okay, you can't pick a good coach. I wonder why you didn't pick our coach.
Right. So, but see, the coach was already there and implemented. So I think what he was doing, and shout out, so man, we're all saying the same shit, right? So what I'm trying to get at is that he kind of almost inherited the coach. I don't think if Telesco was hired first, then him picking the coach, I think we'd still be in the same predicament. Personally,
I don't think he would have got AP. He would have got somebody with experience.
But his history never showed him winning. He could pick players, but he can't pick a coach. So I think with the Champ Kelly thing, they brought him in to
as a GM. do GMs really? To me, I'm more under the impression where GMs hire like GMs are involved with fucking like the I would say the player personnel, but I would say hiring a coach mostly on like I would say 95 to or higher
is the owner
on the owner.
Yeah,
that's the owner always. That's why I would say I would never put the coaches that San Diego and fucking and the Chargers had or the the whatever. I don't never like calling them LA Chargers, but those were never picked by Telesco. You know what I mean? I think those the coaches are those that was the Spanos. That was the Spanos picking those coaches. Those were those guys, their guys. Like the owners always have their hands on the picking the coach, and I would say too, like with the personnel, I mean, it makes sense too. Like that's what I would expect to happen. You know what I mean? Like Telesco does have to be the one picking the players. You know what I mean? Like I know, I mean, AP has his probably can give him like the way that he wants to kind of embody his team and give him shit like that. But Telesco's gonna be the guy that's out there on the I would say the scouting front. You know what I mean? All like that shit because AP has his hands full with coaching a team that right now looks like it's fucking like it needs more than damn fucking coaching. So it's like I think AP has his hands full with so much other shit that the player personnel type of shit. I don't think that's all Telesco. That's what Telesco was brought here for, his experience in that category. That's why for sure I think Telesco has his hands in all of that shit. Like AP, I would that would make sense because AP barely has experience in coaching. Like you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want him to expect him to jump in and be the Bill Belichick guy or like a Sean Payton guy where they want to take on the coaching and the GM fucking aspect of it. They just have basically a token GM. You know what I mean? Like kind of would like, you know what I mean? So it's like that's the reason why they hired Telesco. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that's the way it's to me that this is the way I think it should be run with the GM coach. It's just not working out for us right now. He just didn't pick. It's just we didn't pick the quarterback that we needed. It's just we didn't address, I guess, the running back like Gravy wanted, all off season, which some of us didn't look at it that in that certain way too. Like we didn't address the offensive line. We did address off the offensive line, but in the draft, you know what I mean? Those guys are still going to have to be developed into better players. But it looks like we're going to even have to get more because those guys looks like they sold up probably the spots that we were lacking in, but now we're lacking in the other three now. The ones that we thought we were okay in. So now we have to further fucking build the offensive line because the two that we got that were going to supposedly help us out and make our offensive line at least formidable fucking helped us out, but our other three guys regressed. So you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of shit just not going right, but I wouldn't pin it all on AP or I wouldn't pin it all on Telesco. I just think it's a bunch of shit.
Just the way Gabe that he's running the team is totally different than what we expected. He had so much enthusiasm when he was on that panel. Now he would sit there and they used to make him shut up. They had to stop asking him questions to make him shut up because he was talking good about we're gonna get this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do. And then Telesco comes in here. And I pointed it out when you went to go do something. I pointed it out that Telesco took the rug underneath his feet because he wanted to get Jaden Daniels.
See, but
you could, look, check it out, Lo. And you could say there's no way that Washington was going to trade that pick. We don't know that. We don't know that. And we would have sold the farm to him and said, "Hey, look, we'll give you 5 years of number one picks." You don't think a team would fucking do that? Or 4 years of number one picks and number twos?
Yeah, but
and then you would get Jaden Daniels, but then your third picks will be offensive linemen and defensive linemen, and you have to go free agency. But just the effect is he's a totally different man now than we were talking about this guy last year. What happened? He just didn't get his quarterback for AP.
Yeah, I just think that I think it's like more of, to me, obviously you don't want a losing year, but I also am in the belief too that, you know, shit, like a winning like organization, like as much as pieces that we needed, we did need a more offensive lineman. You know what I mean? We did it looks like right now, like we didn't need a tight end, but we do need a tight end. We did like that shit for sure. Makes a lot of sense now with you know what I mean, the way the Michael Mayer thing's going, the way the Waller shit went that last year is like, we definitely needed a tight end. I just think that it's probably going backwards right now, but I just think that we're setting ourselves up right now, I think, for big moves in the offseason. It's just, we're going to have to fucking, I think we're gonna have to watch.
We got a bunch of money. We got $123 million in fucking salary cap with a new
for the next 10 weeks, though.
$123 million. Only the Patriots got more money than we do, and with that money, and then with the new salary cap that's coming, that's gonna be buco money that we're gonna have. So we could pluck any free agent and overpay them as much as we want.
No, see, that's what we don't want to do. We want to get our quarterback in the draft. Or first of all, we got to fucking go, and because the thing is that we have to make sure that we get our quarterback in the draft, because the draft, regardless if he's in the top 5, if we're in the top 3 or whatever, he's not going to cost as much as any top free agent quarterback that's going to be on the market. So that's going to be the best way to build your team in other ways too, because then you could get the quarterback, you know what I mean, which a lot of rookie quarterbacks are starting to have, you know what I mean, you know, success right off the bat if you can build them, you know, some good protection and shit like that, and you know, get them a offensive coordinator that's more in tune with, you know, today's type of game. You know what I mean? It's like, and I just think that's what we're gonna need. Like that's the plan, bro. Like, we have to go get our quarterback early, regardless of where we're at. Like, Telesco has to make that the point of emphasis. Like I've been saying from week to week, dog. Like, he has to make that shit a point of emphasis and draft our quarterback early, and the rest we need to figure out the holes that we have, and which is gonna be a lot. Which that's the only silver lining I see in this, that we all of these players that are up for fucking contracts, we're getting to see the real them. You know what I mean? I guess in tough situation now. You know what I mean? We're in a tough situation, and we're gonna be able to see who the hell we're gonna keep and who not. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna. There's a lot of guys that are gonna be, I think, I'm not gonna be here next year. You know what I mean? That are Raiders right now.
I doubt if Jacoby Myers comes back. I doubt.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be. I think that's gonna be another thing too. Like, guys that are, especially on the defense, Divine Diablo. Like, I think Divine Diablo has been stepping up. You know what I mean? But I'm not singling him out. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of guys, Divine Diablo, Nate Hobbs, Trayvon Morig, and I'm not naming none of them that are playing bad. I'm just saying all of these guys are up for deals. You know, Epps. You know what I mean? He's hurt. He got hurt, so he's up for fucking contract next year too. Like, you know, Kuntz, he got hurt. He's gonna be up for money too. So like, all of these guys that are gonna be paid, we're gonna see who we're gonna keep, dog. Because as much as, you know, Kuntz flashed last year, like that's an injury liability too, right there, bro. Like, he's been hurt a couple of times, you know, early in his career, and this one was a big one. You know what I mean? Non-contact. You know what I mean? Spillane, another guy. You know what I mean? He's a guy that's been proving himself. So that money can go in the right hands. You know what I mean? To like Spillane. So that's the only silver lining I see in this year. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to see guys that you are going to be able to keep, and that money you could actually spend in other and you know, maybe being more optimistic next year and bring in some guys that we hopefully are better for this team.
Pay Spillane. Them other guys, I don't.
Right away,
I like Morig. Don't get me wrong. Morig has still underachieved, but I still think he's very solid at safety. I think Morig is one of the guys that I would still. still like think a lot of into keeping, maybe not pay big bucks in, but like he's a guy that if he plays solid, you know what I mean, he's a solid piece back
Who would you get rid of?
Man, I think there's still a lot of football left, a lot of time for these guys to still
right
fuck
now.
up. A lot of guys.
Now.
Jack Jones.
Yep.
And he was the guy that
Get
I
out
spoke
of there.
most highly of in the offseason. So, and that's hard for me to say, but Jack Jones right now.
He shouldn't be in there right now. This next game, he should be sitting the bench. I don't know. Yeah. No more Arizona State groupings, modern day groupings, or whatever. The Pauley, Long Beach. I don't give a shit. No more of that.
Did they cut Carter Bradley, huh? I seen that they cut Carter Bradley.
I mean, he probably wasn't doing shit but running the scout team.
They signed Ritter, huh? I mean, for sure Ritter ain't going to be ready this week. I mean, there's no, I don't see no possible way. But, I mean,
after a bye.
With Jacoby Myers being hurt, and you know what I mean, it's still no word on him, like, playing this week and anything like that. Like, for sure he's going to be number 2, and that defensive line for Kansas City ain't no joke, especially with the way our offensive line is playing, dog. So Ritter better get ready to play.
There's people better to
play. Well, look, I'm kind of going to go back on the whole Telesco thing because I mean, I know what you guys are talking about. Him getting rid of all kinds of stuff. There's a couple of things that I wanted to point out. When we're talking about Telesco and the whole situation, you know, John has a good point right here. We got $123 million and 10 fucking draft picks, right? All the Telesco draft picks have been fucking good. The 3 picks that he's got, they've been good. They've been fucking productive. They're on the field right now and they're doing something, right? Now, as far as what the Spanos did with as far as the coaches and whatnot, regardless of whatever, this is pretty much the way it is. AP's here for now, and that's what it is. And Telesco kept us and what everyone's saying in the chat too from going and getting that fucking number 1 pick. Nobody was going to move off their picks anyways, so we were screwed either way. So I wouldn't say that AP was selling a dream, but he was hopeful and trying to do that, right? Obviously the quarterback situation was fucking shit. I don't understand how what's the name could come in to the game or to the Raiders and be Pro Bowl, you know, caliber last year and fucking horrible this year. He had no receivers. He had Michael Pittman Jr. and Taylor was hurt. So it's just, I guess, scheme or whatever, whatnot, just doesn't work for him. So that's a Getsy thing. Now, what you guys are talking about is about him saving money, or people were saying that he needs to save money and do certain things like that. I see what he's doing. So he's building the roster up, and he's going to build the roster up the way he needs to. As far as AP being here, I see certain coaches being gone. I see certain players being gone because he's not going to pay a lot of people. He's not going to pay Kuntz a lot of money. Kuntz might take off, and even though I don't want him to, he's gonna slim down fucking Spillane's contract.
The injury might kind of force Kuntz to kind of take a small contract, dog, to still show again like that he's that type of player. Because are there going to be a lot of teams clamoring? Are there going to be a lot of teams clamoring with only an 8-game sample? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
But then also there's a trade deadline right now, right? We got a couple draft picks, whatever not. We could trade for somebody, you know what I mean? I don't know what quarterback we could trade for right now. And why would you even trade for a quarterback right now if you know that your right tackle is damn near falling into shambles? You know what I mean? Your offensive line is very, very young. Your center is shit, so you got to spend money at that place too. So you're gonna have to get rid of James.
Good.
No, I'm not saying that. So a lot of people want fucking AP fucking gone. Look. He's made some bad decisions as a coach. Okay, cool. But look at what the team has put him into. He's not out there, like you said numerous times, Gravy. He is not out there fumbling the ball. He is not out there fucking, not making the blocks. He knows what he's doing. He's a defensive guy, right? He's a defensive guy. So he should be able to input what his opinion on what they should be doing. And what Getsy should be doing. That's why he threw him up in the fucking booth. He threw him up in the booth. And still, he's still throwing shit behind the line. But yet, at the same time, Aiden O'Connell didn't fucking jump off the page. He was playing because Auntie asked, what did I see there, right? What did I see?
He only had like one paragraph to fucking show.
Yeah, exactly. he wasn't.
He couldn't jump off the page because he only had like one paragraph, one sentence, and that motherfucker got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Doug.
So, yeah. So, and that's the thing is that like I was sitting back and I seen that hit, and when he was walking off the field, fucking slow. I was watching him. I was like, bro, that was his throwing hand. Hopefully, he's gonna be all right. I fucking go grab us a fucking soda, come back. There's fucking Minshew. I'm like, fuck. I didn't even hear no boos or anything like that. I didn't like. I think the whole crowd got quiet, and I was like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on? And I looked, and then I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, because they were on the other side of the field, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, dude, here we go. Fucking Booger McFarland's in fucking here, and the Raiders aren't gonna fucking respond to him, bro. There is no way. I would rather have, and I hate to say this, I would rather have Tanah Hill in there now. Shout out Sportsman, and shout out Gravy for saying that shit. But I would rather have Tanah Hill right now. I would rather have Ritter in right now.
I really do think that that's the reason why we don't pick up Tanah Hill, though, because I really do think that it's not that like that could mess up.
Nobody. We're gonna make him look bad too.
No, that could mess up our plans for a
exactly. Top. So and that's what I'm saying.
It could maybe win us too many fucking games and shit. It's like they're not trying to tank, but they also ain't trying to. It looks like they ain't trying to win either.
Yeah, but see, like, my opinion, keep all the trash and then we pick high, bro. Like, I don't. It's like it fucking is like almost like just tucking your tail and fucking the same fuck it. I don't like that shit. I hate it, but it's like it's coming to a 5-win team, bro.
We're a 5-win team.
Maybe
5 at best. 5 at best.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, you were saying that we're gonna be a fucking 10-win team with fucking Minshew as well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and fucking that's not happening at all.
And I was also saying that this competition should be over with a long time ago.
Right.
They're still, they're barely getting out of fucking preseason games 2 games ago. Workouts.
We suck.
They're in competition. They're in competition to be a starting quarterback in fucking preseason games when your starters should be out there resting.
Hey, pigs, bro. I was saying that shit.
And all Getsy wants to do is run the fucking football. That's all he wants to do. He has
nobody.
He probably telling AP probably
it's a joke.
Easy. AP told him I want to run the football. I want to be physical. I want to run the football. And then Getsy keeps doing it. It ain't Getsy's fault that they fumble or they don't bring their legs up. They don't hold tight balls and ball security.
Or fucking turnovers, dog. That's not going to win
10 turnovers in 2 games, dude.
It's not 10 turnovers in 2 fucking games, dog.
I've never even heard of that.
4 turnovers, dog, like that. And still be 5 points with the ball in your hand to win the game. With the ball in your hands to win the game, and you fucking play like fucking.
We're lucky we got Carlson. We're lucky we got Carlson. Tell you that.
After we play like, that's why I'd say like, I know people want to jump on the whole team and shit like that, but I think Madison said it best too. Like, our defense played their ass off on Sunday, and they did nothing to help them out. You know what I mean? Now, if our defense could play like that and our offense could just not turn the ball over, we could for sure get to 5 wins, 5-6 wins. You know what I mean? Like, but if we're gonna keep fucking turning the ball over like this, dog, at this rate, we're gonna stay at 2 fucking wins. Maybe get 3. Get lucky and get one at for something.
-10 in fucking turnover, dude. Fuck.
-13.
I've never even heard of that. I'm giving them 2. Kiwis hang on the ball better.
It's fucking crazy.
I take Al Bundy.
To still be in that game at the end of that fucking game, dog, it was like crazy. It was crazy to me.
I think Patrick Graham.
I don't blame AP. I don't blame AP for kicking all those field goals. I don't blame him.
No, that's the only way.
That's the reason why I don't blame the fucking reason why. Like, they still had the ball in their hand with the ball. Like, that's the reason why they had a chance to go and win the game with that much time left. You know what I mean? Instead, because they kicked the field goal, or else they would have had no points to go over there fucking 8 points and score twice. We couldn't even score 1 touchdown. We were going to score 2 in 2 plays.
Yeah.
When we finally got down there, no. So it's like, I just think that I won't put no blame on AP for going for it on that down, like, especially after that false start. I think they had gotten a false start too. They had to go for a fucking field goal.
We need Bill. Hell no. Countdown said right here says anyone could beat Minshew. If anyone could beat Minshew in turnovers record, it's gonna be Ritter. Fuck, that's crazy. That's funny.
Touchdowns, 12 picks, bro. He's 50.
I think Ritter probably has a chance to come. I think Ritter's good chance to come in is probably after the bye. That's gonna be the realistic probably time for Ritter the most likely, because he's gonna have this week to get ready, next week, and then the week after that too because of the bye. So he'll have 3 weeks to get somewhat, up to speed or whatever. But that'll probably be I think that's when he'll get the most realistic time. But then again, too, like I said earlier, he has to be ready to at least go improvise out there or do something out there, bro, because
the light-skinned at number 4, bro.
The Chiefs, but
light-skinned at number 4, bro.
Every time Chris fucking Jones fucking meets fucking James, dog, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's never a good fucking matchup when Andre James has to go up against fucking Chris Jones, dog. It's never a good fucking a good recipe. So
a lot of people ain't taking.
We play each other, but the thing is, Gabe, we play. I'm sorry, Lo. We play each other so much. We know each other so good, and we know the tendencies. It's just that game is gonna be boiled down into who coaches better. And then Andy Reid usually wins.
Andre James always gets punked by him though, and that's the bad thing. Like that's why I'm saying like, Minshew was getting beat up last week, dog. So like, it's going to like if it gets ugly out there, Minshew goes down, or it gets ugly. Ritter has to be ready to come in, dog, off of 1 week's fucking rest. Shit. I mean, 1 week's fucking.
When I was at the game, bro, and when the kickoff was gonna start, dude, trip out. I seen fucking Minshew walking out there as a captain, and I was like, "How fucking shit is this fucking team that our backup quarterback is the fucking captain?"
Well, he was a starter from the get-go.
I understand that, but he's walking out there. But do you hear what I'm saying? Like, even if he was a starter or not, they put him as a fucking captain, bro. Just because he has some experience, his experience is shit, horrible, and it's only getting worse. And that's where it's like, I think this team is just fucked. But I mean, I'm still gonna think. I still hope I still fucking feel that we can win a couple games. I don't want to go fucking. I wouldn't even. I don't want to go. I don't want to go 12 and 13, or fucking 14 or what 16.
Our whole fucking offense sucks. Like, it's not even all just on the quarterbacks either. Like, on both of them. As much as both of them suck, our offensive line has been that bad or worse than the quarterback. That's the combination that's not gonna win you any games. Like, we're lucky to have 2 wins. Like, the combination of a bad quarterback and a worse offensive line is not gonna win you very many games, dog. And that's where I thought we were going to be better. Like, I didn't think we were going to have the best quarterback, but I thought we were going to have maybe a decent one, right? And for sure, I thought we were going to have a better offensive line. So that's why I for sure saw more wins in this team. For sure, I saw more solid play in this team. But when you're deep, when your quarterbacks have played this bad and your offensive line has played worse, that's exactly why we're 2-5.
So they're both mobile play quarterbacks. At least they match. He's just more athletic than Garner. Production will change.
He's way more athletic.
I was gonna say something as well too. Before Greg was talking, I kind of jumped in, but no. But regardless of whoever the quarterback is, we do not. I repeat, do not have a number 1 receiver. We have Brock Bowers. We have Brock Bowers as a tight end, bro. And he's our number 1 receiver. When I was watching the game, bro, all they had to do, they fucking love the jersey, bro. And I love fucking Brock Bowers for what he is, bro. He's a fucking great player, bro. But yet at the same time, Myers ain't here. I'm thinking it's rehab or whatever the fuck. You see that, right? But then also when I was watching the game, bro, they have Tucker and fucking and Turner. And then fucking, who's 83? 81? Bachman. and then you have Wilkerson or whatever.
Wilkerson.
Yeah. Bro,
they both got promoted. Bachman got signed to the 53, and Wilkerson got promoted from the practice squad.
There's nothing you can do, bro. Like, there was no fucking threats out there. We went from having Mayers, we had Jacoby, Devontae, all this shit. Two dope ass tight ends. Everybody's fucking injured. On
two good receivers, two tight ends. Now we just have a tight end.
Yeah, just a tight end and a no running game. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, it seems like it says the Raiders team is like Los Tortas. They get teabagged all season. Whoa.
That's crazy though. We did have two good at the beginning because nobody foresaw, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on with Mayer, so I don't really like to comment on his situation. I don't want to say he's this or that or this or that because I don't know what they've never said anything about his situation. So whatever the situation, but whatever the situation is, it still doesn't deny that we didn't expect to be missing our number 2 our second round pick from last year that was supposed to be a big part of our 12 personnel type shit. You know what I mean? To make it a lot easier, even for Brock Bowers has been making it look easier, but to make it easier even on Brock Bowers. You know what I mean? Which I give props to fucking to Harrison Bryant and shit like that. Which Harrison Bryant kind of had an injury.
He had a good game. He had a good game.
He had an injury last week though too. He came out of the game as well too. So it's like that's another thing to look out for this week too. Another fucking thing that we have to look like. It's just one thing after another. You know what I mean? It's just you got AP, you got DA out. Jacoby's been out for the last 2 games. So it's like fuck, man. You know how many I know we want to say next man up, or damn, bro. Like when your next man up is fucking
we're running out of them motherfuckers.
Promoting guys off the practice squad, and it's just damn.
Yeah,
we're in a bad situation right now, bro. We at least need the bye week to come already. Fuck. Yeah,
for real. Give us a break. We'll go we'll win that bye week all fucking every year. Tucker's was Ritter's, not Riddler's, fucking wide receiver in college. Cincinnati. Maybe they'll might do something. Okay. I doubt it, but it's like, man, I hear what you're saying though. I hear what you're saying, John Seventon, but it's just one of those things, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard to be a fucking Raider fan right now. Everybody that's talking about the Raiders, bro, you see them, they don't even sound right. They sound depressed and shit.
Like that. Say like this, right? Like what Gravy said earlier. We would have gave up 4 or 5 round picks, 4 or 3 first round picks and 3 second round picks to go up and get Jaden, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't give us, the rest of the guys that we got this year, which is cool because we got our quarterback. But like, if next year, say we get our quarterback, right, the one that we need, which I think that's going to be the biggest emphasis of off year, with the amount of 3 players that we got this year. And then who knows? Even we get another offensive lineman next year, or another defensive player in the second round next year. Like that's what I think. I think somebody said earlier. Like I would kind of take. Like that's why I still think this is a process still thing. Like where that's why I want to see, because Telesco and AP were only given 2 years. So right. So this is most likely this is the make or break for sure. This is the make or break fucking draft for Telesco. Like. There's no if or there's no if or buts about it. They're like, most likely they're gonna probably get fired together. Like if he don't make that shit happen, or he don't go with all the money that he has available to him, with everybody and their fucking grandmas that's a Raider fan, and you know what I mean. Even fucking Mark Davis going up to fucking Shador at the Las Vegas game saying maybe you could be our quarterback next year. Like everybody knows that we need a quarterback. Like even the owner and all of that shit. So like. This is a make or break year for fucking Telesco. So I don't think he screws up the fact that he goes out and gets the quarterback for the future for this year. But like the only thing is like, and that's the risk that every team takes. Are they going to pan out? I mean, because we do have to use that other money that's going to be available to fix those other holes, dog, because as much as we want the quarterback, like a lot of people have said, and I do agree with them a lot. Like I would love to have Jaden Daniels. I think he would probably have us at another win or so. You know what I mean? But with this offensive line and with the struggles that we've had with that that other struggles that we've had with everything else, I don't think we would have the same Jaden Daniels either. You know what I mean? That I think that they have in fucking in Washington right now.
You guys don't know shit? Okay, for sure. Then click off. Get out of here.
I just don't think that they would have the same. They would have the same. We would have the same Jaden. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we're in the same situation they're in. You know what I mean? I just think that they got a competent fucking OC that's not getting fired. You know what I mean? Like I think he's a guy that's more in tune, like I was saying earlier, with fucking the more prototypical quarterback of today's game. You know what I mean? I think that I just don't see Getsy. Getsy's one of the biggest reasons I think that our offense is struggling along with the quarterback. You know what I mean? And the offensive line and the running back. There's just too many fucking things going wrong for us on the offensive side that this team, I don't see this team getting a lot better, bro. Even though our defense can fucking even play like last year, I still don't see this offense getting that much better, bro. It's just too many things working against us right now. Yeah. On the offensive side.
But you don't see that as the injuries we have, the inexperience we have at the offensive line, especially at the two young guys. Miller's not playing. Miller is the liability of that whole offensive line, and so is the center. So we need to draft high left tackle or pay money to one of the best tackles that we're gonna get in free agency.
Because we can't go into next year saying,
and wait for these guys to develop.
No, we can't go into next year and be like, first round, there's this beast of a fucking, left tackle. We gotta go get the quarterback. With the money that we have, we should be able to go pay whatever top offensive tackle that we should be able to get him in free agency, which I think it works out better for me. I like that type of approach because we have young offensive linemen right now that bringing in somebody like that, like a top tier offensive tackle could even help us out in that case too, because you get a top tier offensive tackle that even helps out these young guys even more too. You know what I mean? I think they come along together even. You know what I mean? I just think that if you get another young guy, there's gonna still be some growing pains there. You know what I mean? Which I think if you get an established offensive tackle here and you go, I think for sure you gotta go quarterback, first round, high.
I don't know about these quarterbacks though, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I like Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward. He's my right now. He's my favorite quarterback as of right now. That dude is he's showing me that he's there's still a lot of football left though. That's why too.
It's gonna be different, Gabe. You're not gonna go into a sub all right offensive line, which Washington has, and what Houston had. You know what I mean? Their offensive lines were there for a couple of years. They sucked. Then they started developing. We got 2 first-year guys that are starting. You're practically going to be starting the whole season. They're going to get their experience, and they're pretty good. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. I'm convinced with that. And Parham comes back. I like Parham. I like Mumford, but they're backups at best. We need to get the top elite young guys and a left tackle free agent that's worth the money. That's we got to pay somebody that's going to play that position, Miller's position, and we need to do it when the season's over. Or when free agency starts, they need to do that first thing. The best fucking not no guy. And I don't know right now. We have a wide receiver problem. What's fucking Dion's nephew's name or godson's name? I mean, Keyshawn. He was with the Saints. He had ankle problems.
Oh, yeah, no, but
dope. It was dope. He's Keyshawn's nephew or something like that.
Forgot. Keyshawn's nephew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So right now we're at pick 5 that they're asking. So yeah, so.
See, pick 5. That's.
I'll be right back.
There's still a lot of football to be played.
It's gonna be Raiders, probably Carolina, the Saints, and maybe the Giants that are gonna need quarterbacks. So that's 4.
I think we have to go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Though. We're gonna
Michael Thomas. Yeah, there he is. Michael Thomas. Why don't we just snatch Michael Thomas up and give him see what's on the way? That's Pro Bowl. Led the NFL in league, man. Just got injured.
What, in catches?
Yeah. Michael Thomas, yeah.
I think he hasn't been able to get right. He hasn't came back into the league for what? He came back in last year for a little bit, and he didn't do shit. And then
pick this dude up, man. Pick that dude up and see what he got and pay him cheap. He's already rich.
They're not. That's what I was saying earlier. They're not looking to. They're not looking to. I'm saying not lose game on purpose, but they're also not going to bring in anybody that's going to help out the cause either.
There's a respect factor. GMs may not have that. I know coaches do. Coaches are, what the fuck? This is not me. You're gonna get me fired. Are you gonna hire me if it gets so bad and I lose the locker room? I lose the locker room.
Or they already have an understanding, because the way that it looks too, they look like they're having an understanding too, because it looks like they're like they ain't in no real fucking jeopardy to lose any job, dog, anytime soon. Regardless of what the fans are saying, regardless of what anybody is saying, I do not see no worry on any of those two guys' faces, on AP's face or on fucking Telesco's face of losing a job anytime soon. I think they have a leash for sure long enough that they're probably guaranteed or on the same page at least enough to know that they got another draft under them to where that's the make or break for them. Like this year is.
They should have two.
Like we didn't want it to become what it became. We didn't want it to become what it became. Like this year so far, what it is. But I do think that there's an understanding there. Like because I don't see no. I just don't see no like when they talk and things. I don't see no like desperate like shit out of them or anything. Like I don't see that like with them. Anything like where it's telling me that these guys are going to be like on the hot seat or anything like that.
It's just that they're so comfortable with it, bro. That's what's getting me is that they're so comfortable with it. Oh, through the motions. Doesn't it sound like you're just going through the motions that you just lost?
I do think that. I really do think that they are going through the motions right now, and it's fucked up. Like I really do think that that's just fucked up. It's fucked up for the fan base, fucked up for everybody, but. At the end of the day, it's also will be forgotten about if we get our guy. If this plan does work out and we do get our guy, I guarantee you 99.9% of the fan base will be like, damn, I'm glad we lost those fucking games. Even though it hurts every fucking Sunday to go through it. I know that if we get our guy that we want, dog, like it's at the end of the day, that's what's going to, and that's what we're gonna need. Like at the end of the day, that's what we're gonna need, regardless. Like regardless of how this year ends up, the one thing we do have, we're all on the same page with is we need our guy, quarterback. Period. So if one way or another they get it through free agency with the money they have, or they get it through the draft because they get a top pick, this shit will all be forgotten. And AP and Telesco will be adored by Raider fans if they are able to get that guy, bro. But don't you want to be hired and watch this guy develop? Why you know what I mean? Say like we get Cam Ward, right? And Cam Ward. But what is developed? What is developed? What if they come in like Jaden and CJ? That's exactly. I mean, if they're gonna develop like that, I'm all for it.
What if you want your offensive line better from
no,
the
I
get?
want the quarterback here. I want that quarterback here because we've been waiting too fucking long for that. Offense, we need our quarterback.
Well, obviously he got JPJ and Glaze high, second and fourth, second and third, or whatever, to get younger at that position. So they know what the problem is. They just didn't think that Miller and
I wanted our quarterback last year. I was screaming to the moon for the all offseason. Trade those damn fuck them picks, trade them picks. All offseason I was screaming that shit.
But why do it when it's gonna be Telesco's gonna be the only one to watch this guy come into fruition and AP's not?
But I mean, it's like what do you mean?
That tells me right there. Because you're saying he got one more year.
Well, both of them have one more year though. But the thing is that they both have one more year. They both have one more year. If what I mean is that by them both having one more year is if they don't get their guy, because even if they get their guy and it's a develop year next year and they go 8-8, I don't think that they get fired because it's a different outlook on a thing. You already got the future. You're not looking down. Like right now, we're still scrambling to look for the answer. But if you get a guy that makes it even look halfway decent with what we got and we're ascending, these guys ain't gonna get fired. But if you start off 2-5 again, then for sure, because that's not what I'm talking about. Like that's obviously we didn't get our guy. Because
what if we got our guy? Okay, what if we get Cam Ward? Okay, we got 5 wins and we pick 3 or whatever 2. We get Cam Ward, or we get the number 1 pick. We get Cam Ward, right? And then with the offensive line the way that it is, unless we do some free agent things and do the whole offensive line, and these guys work well together through mini camps and all that, and you start saying this offensive line is gelling, is getting better, whatever, and then you don't throw this guy to the wolves, sort of say, just like these other young guys are, because they got pretty good offensive lines. Now we don't. You can tell by our 2 quarterbacks that we don't.
Yeah, but that's what people were thinking about.
They thought that what if he has a losing season and he gets cut? You on a 2-year contract, you're done.
They thought they were gonna throw. They thought they were gonna throw Jaden Daniels into the wolves though, because their offensive line wasn't that good either going into. Can you
just imagine what Jaden Daniels would be right now? He would fucking be frustrated.
We have the money to go address both of those, baby. We don't have just the ammo this offseason to just go get the quarterback and then not worry about the offensive line. We have plenty of fucking money to go address the offensive line too. But we need to address the quarterback in the draft.
Because we fall in love. Because you know how it is, Gabe. We fall in love with 6th, 7th round picks. And we fall in love with fucking free agents. And then we start buying their jerseys and they end up fumbling the ball fucking places and all this shit, right? So that's just the way the Raiders are. So now what we're going to do is that we pick offensive linemen high and let Cam Ward, if we get Cam Ward, let him develop into the quarterback that he is, not throw his ass out there. He'll get destroyed. With this team, he'll get destroyed. He doesn't have a receiver. We need to get a receiver. Do you know how much money those are free agency? Are you're going to wait for another receiver to develop?
Bro, what up?
We have $128 million.
128, but dude, we saved 30 for fucking a year and a half, almost whole year. We had $30 million and we saved it. We put it in a fucking piggy bank somewhere and we never used it.
Yes, because if you don't use it, it goes to the next year's books. If you use it, it doesn't go to the next year's books. So that's why you see the plan. That's why you can see the plan that they're moving on to next year. They're going to have all of this money available until next year. They're not going to use it on players because this year was an evaluation period for all the players that we had under our own umbrella to try to see if we were going to re-sign them.
Just say that
money was going to be
there. Don't give me all this.
What do you mean?
Don't give me all this.
Nobody was re-signed. We had money available to re-sign these
guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Nobody has fucking showed up.
Hold those teams.
So wait a minute. So okay, Gravy. So check this out.
We're gonna.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Points a game.
Let me ask you a serious question, because you've already said this twice. You were all in when he was talking about intense violence and all that shit, but all of a sudden, because we have all these fucking injuries, players are leaving, we have no quarterback play. Now all of a sudden you're not backing him because of the players that he has around you.
Hope that we weren't gonna have a quarterback situation.
No. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not talking about hope. I'm saying they're saying like you were all in when he was talking about ill intent and all this shit, right?
Really good.
Yeah,
but now what happened to that?
What I'm saying is that like, so half of his team is fucking injured. Epps is gone. Kuntz is gone on the defensive side of the ball. That's the ill intent. You know what I mean? We were looking at all kinds of shit. Listen, but what I'm saying is though, it's barely fucking week 7, bro. And all these players are hurt. You think that he changed his fucking mind? You think that he was just selling us a fucking dream? No, that's what he wanted. He wanted to come in and fucking make his fucking name known. That's exactly what everybody in this fucking league wants to do. There ain't nobody sitting there trying to say, oh, I just want to get fucking, get money. The people that he wants in that building, that's who he was trying to get. Jack Jones came in. Jack Jones came in and Jack Jones performed like.
Why isn't anybody doing it worse than we are? We are the worst team in the NFL.
Okay.
And what's the Rams? But the Rams beat us.
Yeah, with almost 4 fucking turnovers. Regardless of that, is our defense? Didn't you say our defense is playing, keeping us in the game?
I thought the team was playing good. Minshew just lost us those games. Minshew lost us the Rams game.
Okay, then what are we talking about? So you're telling me that we're not playing with ill intent and doing all that shit and violence?
No.
So we're not, but we're barely losing because of one player. So what is it?
Barely lose, you lost. It don't matter if it's fucking 1 point or 50 points. It doesn't matter. You lost.
Yeah, I can't. There's no getting around it, because you kind of backtrack a little bit, because you're saying that you wanted the ill intent and all that stuff. Then you're saying we're playing good.
Where's it at?
We've made most of our losses basically off of one player.
Are your players playing like that?
It's one fucking player. It's our quarterback play.
I would say this. Telesco.
That's not the only thing wrong with this game, dude. That's
I'm just gonna say we're in. I'm gonna be optimistic to that for sure. I'm not optimistic to a lot of things this season, but I damn for sure am optimistic to the outlook of the money that we're accumulating and the spot that we might end up for. And I know the pressure that Telesco has on him. I have a feeling that it's going to have to be that, bro. It's going to have to be quarterback and address the holes that we have. And our biggest holes, some of our biggest holes right now are improving the run game. And you improve the run game by going to go get offensive linemen and getting a running back. So I think you do that with free agency. You do that with free agency, and there's plenty of money to go around for that for free agency. And you get, and I think with the draft and with the track record with just 1 year that Telesco has had here, I trust Telesco's drafting ability that if he's in a spot to go get that quarterback, he's gonna get it, and in the second, third round, he's gonna deliver too. So we're not just gonna get our quarterback in this next year's draft. We're gonna get other pieces too, I think, because I believe in his drafting ability, and if he uses that money to cover up the holes with the rest of the money, which we're going to have an abundance of, the second most in the league, you know what I mean? I think that we're going to be able to fill up a lot of holes there. Will it fill up all the holes? I don't know about that, but I think it'll cover enough holes to where we'll look like a damn different team next year, because the biggest hole in our thing is our quarterback. The money issue for going to go address the offensive line, which I think that we could go get that next year, because I think we have some good, like Gravy said, we have some other good pieces that are young pieces from the offensive line that we got this year. So you get some veterans in to mix up with those guys. I think that we can cover those holes, dog. But it's just getting the offensive coordinator to along with that guy, because Getsy is not the guy either. We're going to have to get an offensive coordinator, and I think that's the biggest thing. But I think that's going to go along with the evaluation of who's going to try to be that guy. And I think that's going to be going into the decision making of our next offensive coordinator too.
Listen to Mitchell Prince. Stupid.
He's
So look, check this out. So the top 10.
He's put in a position to where he needs to revamp. He needs to change shit every week.
So this is the thing, regardless of whatever.
Is in a position where
he needs to, but he's not doing it.
He needs to go.
We're talking about
his life and stay at home.
Yeah, we're talking about we're talking about basically this. We're talking about the worst teams in the NFL, right? Even us being one of the worst teams in the NFL, we're fucking not number one overall. New England Patriots, Cleveland Browns, they got defense. And Watson is a shell of himself, but they got defensive players. Okay, they're about to gut that whole team. Patriots, all right. With Cleveland Browns, they fucked up with that $250 million, and Watson's done for, bro. He ain't coming back. Patriots in the last, didn't they have a top 3 pick last year, and they still didn't do shit? All right. So now let's go to Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, the number 1 overall player, and
the Patriots are not going to get a quarterback.
No. So check this out. Carolina Panthers right here got number 1 overall draft pick 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago or last year? Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, that shit didn't work out. So basically, their fucking center's gone. You know what I mean? And fucking who else is a veteran? And then Bryce Young is pretty much ain't doing shit. So there's that, right? Also, Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans. They have Will Levis as their number 1 quarterback. They need receiver, safety, and quarterback and edge, right? It's pretty much like, they lost everybody. Tyler Boyd, you know what I mean? They're all fucking gone, right? Tyler Boyd's going to be a free agent. Hopkins is gone, or is going to be a free agent. So, you know what I mean? They need a bunch of different fucking players, bro. We need a quarterback, receiver, and a defensive tackle, which I think that's fucking wrong. But Jacksonville Jaguars have a fucking $250 million quarterback. Jets have another $250 million quarterback. Fucking New York has another $200 million quarterback. New Orleans Saints have another fucking quarterback that they're paying off the books, and they just got another fucking quarterback. Dolphins, they're in 10th, right? Dolphins have nothing, bro, but they have a bunch of fucking players. So we're not that bad. We're not, we're bad, but we're not that bad. You see what I'm saying? The fucking Bengals are 12th, bro. So, yeah, the fucking team sucks. Yeah, all this shit is going on, but we are not that bad. A lot of the reason why we fucking lost games is because of dumbass shit that's fucking happened. Turnovers. Turnovers is the only reason I think that we have lost a lot of these fucking games. It changed the game in fucking Broncos. It changed the game in fucking LA, and we almost won by 5 fucking points. Bro, there's so much more football to fucking play, bro. And the thing is, I'm not saying Ritter's going to come in. I'm not saying Gardner Minshew can't turn it around. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying any of that shit. But the thing is, though, I'm not going to sit back and just start fucking drafting motherfuckers already. The season's not even over. We always do this shit. Like, so what if we fucking suck? So what? Fucking support your team and keep moving on. What are you going to – you think that AP is fucking sitting back saying, oh, this is the guys that I want to know. So Lesko has a plan. You even said it, Gravy. They have a fucking plan. And the plan didn't fucking work out. They had a clear house, and they cleared house, bro. Regardless if DA's gone or not, like whatever or not. He's dropping passes over there. The only fucking big highlight that he had was a fucking tackle.
DA ain't even the issue.
But it's part of the issue that we got rid of. So at one point, I'm sitting there like, okay, Telesco might be doing some bad shit, but he's never had a real good coach. I think AP can be that fucking coach moving forward. I really, really do. But you're gonna have to give him another year. That's it. Like, I don't see why people are making like a big ass deal about it. Like, fire fucking AP. Da, da, da. He's a first time fucking head coach. He's a first time fucking head coach.
Fire gets him.
Why fire?
When we say what?
This is his third year being a coordinator that sucks.
But with us, this is his first year with us.
But he's already got fired, and he's just not.
Yeah,
the guy.
He's not the guy, bro. He just even like that little fucking. He's like McDaniels, but just fatter. Like for real, like no shit.
Even like the explanations that when they're asking him in the fucking press conference, it's like what? What did you say?
What do you say? Well, because you got to run the ball and run the ball. Like he sounds like a fucking special needs fucking John Madden, bro. Like come on, get out of here with this, bro.
I just think that it was get to a guy that we settled on. You know what I mean? We was our what? fucking it's fucked up the situation that we were put in
Six
after
coordinator
the
we
back
brought
out.
in. I'd rather would have took one of these fucking college guys.
After the back out, after the back out from fucking,
Imagine being a Cowboys fan right now, bro. Listen, imagine being a Cowboys fan. You got a $60 million quarterback and you're 500. Imagine that shit. We have a shit fucking quarterback fucking and a shit all O-line, bro, and we're fucking staying in games if it wasn't for turnovers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like,
he ain't got nobody else to throw to except one dude. That's it. He got one guy that makes something happen.
But we're gonna have to live with. Well, I know one thing. We're gonna have to live with fucking. We're gonna have to live with fucking Minshew for one more week at least.
At least. It just the season is pretty fucked, bro. But I mean, I still have fucking faith that we're gonna win a couple games, bro. And
because one more week at least, because of the simple fact that he's gonna be in there this week because Ritter's just, barely brought in. He still has to like get up to speed and all of that shit. He's not gonna be, the starting quarterback, especially going into a game against the Chiefs. I just think that but then you got the bye, so then the only if Minshew shits the bed again, just the way he's been doing it, like 4 turnovers and shit like that, I can see them making a real hard push at trying to get Raider up to speed really quick for after that bye.
I'm probably doing it right now.
Oh yeah, but I just don't think it's just not enough time from here to Sunday. I mean, can you get any worse?
Can't get no worse. Can't get no worse, Gabe, than not know what the fuck you're doing because it looks like we don't know what the fuck we're doing anyway. So
yeah, people just don't.
Maybe Ritter will fucking be a better offensive coordinator and he'll improvise more. You know what I mean? He'll improvise more to where he's not running fucking Getsy shit. He'll bust a Willie Beam and
shit. Let's go. I'd run it.
Yeah, right.
Nah, but I would actually listen to Al Pacino, but you know what I'm saying? Let's fucking get.
But I just think it's we're in a fucked up situation right now. We are in a fucked up situation right now during this season, but I do think we're setting ourselves up to be in a very, very advantageous position though, come off season for sure, bro.
Advantageous? God dang, Gabe. I don't even know what that means.
Try to spell it, Gravy. I can't spell it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't spell it.
It ends in S.
Advantageous? Is it a D or a V?
Starts with an O or something.
Hey, John B said Baker did it. Hey, Baker can come in and do it, bro. Shit, let's go.
Baker got his ass whooped last night. He got outshined like a motherfucker last night.
Thank you, Desert.
Who was saying we should have got Lamar?
Hey, Baker lost both of his fucking receivers, though.
Yeah. So who's there? They're saying that what's his tight end? His tight end supposed to be the next fucking dude.
K. Dotton.
Yeah, Dotton. There you
go. We got the next tight end.
Dude, even the fucking Niners, bro. The fucking Niners. Where the Niners at? The Niners are fucking 13th right now, bro. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's fucking pretty ugly, bro. It's pretty
you're playing against the 49ers are playing better football than what we are playing. You know what I mean? You should be done with that shit already. All these 4 turnovers again. You have your games like that, Lo. All right, once in a while, maybe one time a season, you have a 3-2 pick, game. That happens once in a season. This dude done. We like I said, we're every stat that sucks. We're the best at. We're number 1. Look at picks. Look at quarterback picks. Look at red zone efficiency. Look at yards. Look at our rushing.
Yo, in that game, did you see the yards?
Well, yeah.
My fucking homegirl, Angel. Shout out homegirl, man. The homie and shit. Like, she was there. We're watching. She's like, how in the fuck are we winning? As a Rams fan, she goes, we had 238 yards. They had, I said, you guys have less than a fucking 200 yards. It was 263. I was like, what the fuck? All right, Juju. But yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like it was all the mistakes of one fucking player.
Mhm.
It was all the mistakes of one fucking player.
But you gotta get those mistakes. When you get those mistakes, you do what they did. Is they scored.
Yeah,
they scored, and then what we do is that we get a pick, but we don't do shit with it. We punt it. You have to do something with that, especially next week, or it's gonna get ugly.
Okay, whoever Chief is, shut the fuck up, because Patrick Mahomes has 8 fucking interceptions to 6 touchdowns. Shut it fucking all the ways down, bro. Or 6-4 or some shit like that. 6-8 or some shit like that.
No, yeah, he has.
Bro. I don't. Yeah,
he leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah,
oh no, he can't lead the
no,
league.
No. He can't. Minshew is leading that by no means. I'm not gonna fucking doubt Patrick Mahomes at all. But no, stop it. Just stop. Relax. Cowtown says they broke
you take Andy Reid away from Mahomes, he'll be running around in fucking circles.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like his brother. Running around.
I just want to fucking I'd be like his brother.
Yeah, shit.
DUI check.
6-0.
Shit. Nah, but I just think we have to really I think it's for sure. I've already kind of gotten around to it, kind of got around to it. I guess it was week 7 to get to it, but I mean, the truth of the matter is we're not a good team. You know what I mean? We're just
Desmond Ritter. I'm looking right here. So check this out. Desmond Ritter had fucking 204 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns in a loss, and he put up 204 yards and had fucking 80%, bro. That's not bad. We don't need to turn over the ball, bro. I know he has turnover fucking issues, but most of the issues are gonna be in one game here and there. It's not.
He was young. He's young.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
he's younger than fucking the 2 guys we got. Didn't he come out the same year as O'Connell?
He's 25.
Yeah, he's 25. So
he's in his second year too, the second or third year.
I would rather.
I think he's younger than O'Connell.
Bro, I would rather see Ritter out there right now. No bullshit.
Well, O'Connell went to school for fucking 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying. I think he's younger than O'Connell. I think he is younger than O'Connell.
Yeah, he is.
Or same age.
He's fat. He has a faster 40 than any quarterback besides Lamar and Russell. He has a faster 40.
Ooh.
Ritter. He's in college. Yeah, Ritter. Yeah, in college he was the only player to go 26-0 at home. Quarterback.
I know his biggest win was against Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
He was good at Kansas. He was Cincinnati, bro. I was watching him.
Yeah,
the Bearcat.
Yeah, so I'm not looking. Desiree is saying Ritter can't do much worse than Booger. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Exactly. We're calling our fucking starting quarterback Booger, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's horrible, bro. We got to get him in now.
I'm not gonna buy into that shit at all. Though. Like Ritter, I mean, okay, hopefully, he gets, maybe a look at to being maybe our future backup or something like that. But that ain't gonna change the fact that we're gonna have to go into the fucking next year, regardless of how this motherfucker, performs. We gotta go get a quarterback now. That's that's the future. So, you know what I mean? Like one way or another.
So look, if we talk about it, and let's be real about it, Cowtown, Kansas City's never really had a good offensive line. They never really have. They've had a couple good players or whatever. A lot of them got hurt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them have been hurt. So what does Mahomes do? He moves around. He's not, shout out John Q, not Mariota or anything like that. But the thing is, Ritter doesn't stand there. He's not stupid. Hey. He's 6'4". He's a big kid.
Kermit the Frog motherfucker, but he ran that motherfucker over for whoever was that safety or cornerback for 49ers.
Safety.
That boy got fucking struck, bro. Like I didn't think Mahomes even had that in him.
Yeah. Against the Niners?
Yeah, that shit was, and they showed that fool after. That fool's fucking yoked, dog. That fool Mustafa's fucking yoked as fuck.
He's big. He's just big safety.
Yeah.
He just I think it was more of an off balance type thing, but it was a hell of a looking play, that's for sure. I think it was more of the way, you know, he might have been on his heels or something
Don't
like that.
say that, Pyro. I've been waiting 20 years, bro.
That boy got
I
fucking.
I don't want to be saying this 42 years from now, saying, "Oh, we have finally got a Super Bowl on my fucking deathbed."
We finally made it.
I'll be happy with if this is the only win for the rest of the year and we get our quarterback next year. I'm happy.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
You be big on everything you said, man. I'm still gonna talk about it. I'm still gonna say we suck at this, we suck at that.
Oh yeah,
but we need this guy, we need this that.
This next week is the only one we
get. Get Michael Thomas, dude. Just try him out, bro. Give him $1 million and go try Michael Thomas out. See if he can shine. We ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody taller than 5'9" out there, bro.
Yeah. Well, Jacoby sounds like he was almost a go last week, so he might give it a go this week.
He had a high ankle sprain too.
Yeah,
but he's been out for 2 weeks now. But he was doubtful. I mean, but I would probably. I mean, the situation that we're in right now, I would probably hold him out till after the bye. You know what I mean? Just to get him at least some good reps after the thing, because then he could fucking injure it or something like that. And I just think at this point, let Jacoby fucking sit out to the bye. You know what I mean? It's right around the corner anyway. He could probably get really healthy. I mean, really use that time to get healthy. But I mean, yeah, like you said, we're just and on the outside right now, we just have nobody that can go out there and actually beat a guy, dog. You know what I mean? And except for fucking Bowers, that's the only guy right now that's actually a mismatch for somebody. But at this point, if you keep sending guys out there on the outside that what we have, they're gonna start double, triple teaming this motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? And make those other guys beat you.
What the fuck? We got a whole bunch of fucking cancers on our fucking locker room.
Well, Michael Thomas, the only thing that Michael Thomas was ever good at though was running slants, and I don't think who could throw him a slant right now. I don't think Minshew could throw him a slant right now. He's too short, and he can't get it over the line. Minshew can't throw him a slant right now.
Hey, he's the best out there. Go get fucking Renfro back. Fuck it. I'll take something.
Go get Renfro.
Get Renfro back. Get that little crazy motherfucker out there running around, zipping zag. He'll run. You know, he'll run a slant. He'll get concussed, but he'll run a slant.
It's just gonna give us more false hope. To be honest, it's gonna give us more false hope. Oh, we got another guy. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna change much, especially with the guy we have behind center and with this offensive line. It ain't gonna change this running game. It ain't gonna change much, baby. You know what I mean?
I'll take Julio Jones. I'll take Julio Jones too. All I said.
We could go get them, but they're just gonna be a guy on the team at the end of the day. A guy that's along for this ride, because I think we're gonna be ready to. Fuck, dog. I think in the off season there's gonna be a lot of guys, especially guys that are up for a fucking contract that are gonna be gone. There's a lot of money to be saving and shit like that, especially when you made it almost a point to not re-sign anybody this last year when you could have extended guys. You didn't make it a point to really extend guys. I think that made it perfectly clear that they're going to really be really picky on who they're gonna keep. And at this point, it doesn't look like many. It looks like maybe one or two, maybe Spillane, maybe a Morrig, maybe a Hobbs or something like that. But I could only see maybe those guys, if anybody, maybe because he wasn't given a chance, maybe Kuntz. But as far as the rest of the guys, I don't see them retaining really any of them. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that money's gonna go towards other free agents. See who we can bring in here, and you know what I mean, because that's gonna be important. It's gonna be important.
Even
bringing guys that. What happened?
Hobbs is even getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, I mean, he had a cool play last week, but I mean, that's it. So what he done? That's
JB's the only defensive.
That's the good thing, yeah, and the good thing that he's a second-year player, so we got him under contract for a couple more. So he's cool. He's sewed up. That's real good out of him. I mean, I still think there's time to see what we got out of. I think we finally seen Richardson on the field last week. You know what I mean? I didn't really see him fuck up too much. You know what I mean? I mean, for a rookie, for his first playing time, really on the field, I didn't really, I didn't call his name out to where he stood out, but they also didn't. I didn't see him getting burned or anything like that.
At first, before,
you know what I mean? What is that? What is that? So I mean, Richardson, I still want to see what Trey Taylor got. See what we got in those two guys. You know what I mean? But I think there's gonna be a lot of changes in the offseason where, unfortunately, I know, like, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, why do you want leftovers and all of that shit?" But Telesco's gonna bring in a lot of guys that he's familiar with. It might not be old fucking Charger guys or stuff like that, but it might be guys that he's familiar with, that he scouted before, like in pre-draft or shit like that. That he was, involved with drafting, over there in fucking with Los Angeles. That guys that were, he had heavy guys into maybe trying to draft, but he never got the draft in over there. So I think he's gonna bring in a lot of guys like that, a lot of guys that are gonna embody more of what AP was trying to preach this year. But at the end of the day, dog, it's all hope. I mean, because that money is there. The money is there, is gonna be there, and at this point, the way we've been playing, I think the draft pick's gonna be there. So he ain't gonna have no excuses to not be able to get it done. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question, Gabe. Do you, all these injuries that are happening to these players and shit, do you think, are you convinced that it's as I am, that it's because they don't work out no more? It's collectively bargained. The players, they can't get physical in training camp. They can't callous their body.
Yeah, I think not. To me,
they don't want to play in preseason games because they think they're number one.
You know what that was? That was Dr. Umalu.
I don't give a fuck who it was, but
no. For real, well, that's the guy that found CTE. And if you fucking watched that, I mean, pretty sure you've watched the fucking concussion movie with Will Smith.
That was Will Smith. That was Will Smith.
The thing is that, like, ever since there, bro, like ever since that $100 billion fucking lawsuit or whatever it was, fucking that the NFL had to dish out to all the ex-players and families of the ex-players. Ever since then, all the rules changed. You can't have fucking full contact practice. You can only have a certain amount of full contact practices. That's why all of the protection against, defenseless receivers and all of that shit, all of the rules changed since that time. If you've seen, like, if you follow the timeline from there, like ever since that lawsuit, it's football has changed, dramatically. Like, it's because that's why there's a football that's why you see a guy even shake their head like this. There's guys on the field, on the sidelines, just looking for those reactions out of players after every single play. They're looking for reactions like, did their hands go limp? Did their feet go stiff? They're like, or they're shaking their head like they're trying to shake the cobwebs, like, because there's guys specifically on the field just to look out for those type of things because of the lawsuits. They're trying to protect themselves.
But do you think that it's because of that why we have so many injuries right now?
It could be because of the, not going full speed, not feeling those hits all week, which, I mean, it's kind of, I would say like, you would think that it would probably be the opposite, but like, I think in football, you kind of, like we said this before, you kind of build a callus to those type of shits. And when you're not building it all week and you're only doing it once a week at full speed, almost like, you know what I mean? Really, really once a week full speed, because it's only on game day that they're really going full speed. All the other times, even when they're padded up nowadays, you hear from, around the league that it's mostly, touch still out there. You know what I mean? They're not really bringing nobody to the ground and shit like that. So it's like, it's just, I think it's a whole bunch of, protecting themselves. I think the NFL protecting themselves, but also the players too, man. The players have gotten a little bit, they've fallen into like that society of, being coddled too much and being pussy.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to say that. Football ain't the way it used to be.
It has a lot to
I'm
do with that. It has a lot to do, I
I'm
think,
very
with both.
disappointed on what I'm seeing on Sundays. I used to look forward to the big hits and all that shit when I was a young man, but now it's just it's more competitive and more hard hitting in college and high school than it is in the pros.
Yeah,
I
shout out
understand that they're
ABD.
bigger.
But-
No, go tell AP what's up.
No, I was gonna say AP man, APDT man, appreciate you, man. You just gave us 5 memberships, man. Appreciate it, man. So y'all show AP some love, man. Appreciate you.
AP, thank you. But I don't think that if you got a non-contact injury, that's something to do with not doing things hard.
Yeah.
And shit could just happen. When I've always told Low, if you half-ass in practice, you're gonna half-ass in the game. You have few players like that. Few players are like that. They could turn the switch on, boom. I'm gonna be who I was. Randy Moss was one of those guys.
Because in practice, say in practice, right? Say you're not going 100%, but there's a guy out there trying to make a name for himself, and he's going 100%. That's where you get hurt.
Yeah, that ain't happening, and so that's why we got all these injuries. Great players, Pro Bowl players, all pros are getting their seasons jeopardized of something that's collectively bargained. That we can't do 2-a-days no more. The 2-a-days is too hard for us, so it's 2-hour.
You can't even have, I think, 2 padded practices a week anymore.
Yeah, or something like that. That's bitch shit, bro. You just put pads on you.
I think if I'm not, I think I look into it more, but if I'm not mistaken, you're only allowed to have like 2 padded practices a certain amount of times a year, which is like maybe 2 or 3 times a year in a week.
So they just walk through.
A lot of it is just shells, all shells, just helmets.
You ain't getting no work in. No wonder, you know what? And then you got coaches over here getting in trouble because they want other players to dish it out, and then the coaches, I don't give a shit, fine me. But if I would want to be on that team. Because he'll prepare me to do it. See, this is probably something that AP didn't know about. He probably did because he coached in the NFL, but he wants to do shit like that. But they ain't gonna jump out and stand in line for to hit.
Not the same.
To do a linebacker drill, to touch bags and pick up a G's that might get a sweat, a bead in my eye. I mean, have to be in rehab for 2 weeks. It's just football's different, man, and our team is showing it. That's what I mean, and it's going through the whole league. But the teams that win the Super Bowls are the ones that do that shit on their own, hit on their own.
I think personally, one of the biggest things why certain teams win and stuff like that is they adjust. I think the way the Kansas City adjusts to certain thing, and I'll give Kansas City props where it's due. Yeah, they're still 6-0, but I still fucking hate them. They can suck a dick. But what I'm trying to get at is though that they fucking can adjust. Sir, our team does not adjust. We don't make changes. Like I was telling you guys, Getson needs to run something different, do something different. You say it's not that easy. So it not being that easy, the professionals, they've learned so many different, from fucking wing tee to fucking spread to everything. All these players have been in different systems. There's not the one system that's going. If you're a professional player, you should be able to do so many different things. Now, if you're really going to be able to do that, you need to be able to adjust on the fly. You're running the fucking West Coast and a similar version of it. It's not working because of the defense and the way they're playing and the players that you're playing against, then you fucking switch it up. Kansas City does that well. Professional teams that want to fucking win do that well. We do not do that. And people say that we have to stay stuck in this system. If you're a fucking professional player, you should be able to adjust to fucking anything. And that's the fucking problem with the Raiders and with this fucking year. Nobody wants to adjust. Nobody wants to.
Kansas City. You brought up Kansas City. Who calls their plays?
Okay, regardless of the fact, I don't care about who calls the plays or whatever or not. Fuck them. Fuck Andy Reid and fuck everything that they're talking about. You know what I mean? For real. I'm saying for us, what we're not doing, even with the players that we got. Gardner Minshew could play like this. They're not adjusting the fucking playbook to what is good for him. Obviously, you don't see that. Maybe he might come up with maybe 15 fucking scripted plays, and then that's all we fucking see. He doesn't know how to adjust to the fucking player strengths. You see what he did with fucking Justin Fields. Justin Fields, they adjusted. When we played against them, they started adjusting their because our defense was tired, and they started fucking picking it against us, right? That's what fucking professional fucking teams do. You're a professional team. If the first fucking series does not work, you're gonna do the same fucking thing? No, you adjust, you call plays, you move the marker, bro. You have certain players that you don't have these fucking guys out here, right? We don't have the DA, we don't have all these fucking guys, we don't have Myers, we don't have none of these guys, bro. And you can't tell me you can't adjust to get these guys fucking slanted and fucking pick plays to where these guys can fucking go. Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense to me. Other teams will adjust. This season, I've seen no adjustments. And some of the things that we've talked about, Gravy, you said, well, we can't get out of something. Why not? They're professional fucking football.
Because you can't. It's not as easy as you say it is. As you're
saying, it's easy or not, dude.
Look at it. If you don't want to hear it, if we don't give a fuck about it, then why?
I'm not saying that I don't want to hear it. What I'm saying for this fucking team, I'm not making it about me and you. I'm not making it about me and you. I'm making it about what you're saying. It's not easy. You think it was easy for most of these fucking players to get to the NFL? No. You work hard and you fucking adjust. That's how you win football games. You make adjustments. And we are not making no fucking adjustments, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And the defense knows that, and the other teams know that, and the other coaches know that. And so that's why we get fucked.
So what is it? What is it then? If you have a quarterback that's a turnover machine, you got running backs that don't run through the proper lanes, you got running backs that are turning over the football. What do you expect Getsy to think or to do? How do you make adjustment on that? Just hope that he hangs onto the ball?
No, you switch the quarterback. You should have never had him there in the first place. Should have never had him there in the first place.
Yeah, but
so even though Telesco turns around and goes back and forth with the 3 good players that he's picked, bro, why did he pick up Minshew? That's fucking stupid. That would have been a dumbass move. You should have been a glorified backup.
Minshew's not playing like the other times he played, bro. When we were talking about Minshew last year, before that, he wasn't playing like this. He was taking Indianapolis almost to the playoffs.
Right, but he also played hero ball, and we talked about that shit all off.
But he played hero, wasn't fucking turning the ball over. Over here, he had a fumble 6, a pick 6, and almost another pick 6. I'm done with 6s with this guy. He should change his number to 6 because that's what he's giving up every time he throws a fucking ball to the other team.
John Q said right here, Raiders skill players are the envy of the fucking quarterbacks around the league. Should be scoring 30 points a game with Carson cleaning up the stall drive. Exactly. Now the thing is, when we're saying that, we had a stacked fucking offense, bro. The way we looked at it coming into it. One of these guys was supposed to do something fucking good. I mean, decent. Does not turn over the ball. And guess what? Aiden Connell didn't get a chance to do that. He turned over the ball in fucking preseason. Gardner Minshew gave up the ball so fucking much, bro. So that's one of his bigger weaknesses. So regardless of whatever, he had everybody, bro. I don't blame fucking DA for leaving. I blame him for the way he fucking did leave, but fuck him. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we have had good players. And, you know, I don't see how Minshew's going to fucking make this turnaround with this fucking team, bro. I just don't see it. But we're not adjusting. And I think in a sense it's too late. I think in a sense it's because it's too late. When's trade deadline?
November 5th or something. Yeah.
Right now, we could trade for a fucking quarterback. Who would you trade for? Right now. And obviously, it's something that we're not going to take $60 million off the fucking board. November 5th. Shout out Desert.
I would get Tanah Hill or fucking try to pull Jameis or something, but he's starting now.
I'll try to go make a blockbuster trade. The only guy I would probably try to go get right now, because he's probably on his way out from his situation anyway. And people are probably going to talk shit, but I'll try to go get Kyler Murray though.
Okay, now we're talking.
I'm down for that.
They're saying Fields, but if Fields comes, Getsy's definitely gone.
I think Getsy's going to be gone at bye week.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's only if I had an opportunity to do it, but I don't think that's not nowhere. I don't think that's not even viable, but that's what I would want to do. Like if I had a chance.
He likes to run. So you get that lineman. You don't get that lineman cleaned up. You get those linemen cleaned up, that you're gonna run a lot. I'll tell you that.
Guess what? They're not gonna be able to put that much pressure onto fucking on the. They're not gonna have that fifth man on the line. They're not gonna blitz as much because they're gonna need that fucking extra fucking DB back there. They're gonna have to spy some.
Matson's turning into a great protector. He's turning into a great protector.
He's a good player. I expected a lot less from Matson. He's doing fucking a great job.
Matson led our team in rushing again, and then it wasn't a lot, but you could see when he was getting those first downs over and over and over, it started going, and then the fucking guy fumbled.
Yeah.
Just drive stoppers, man. You hate that shit. It just. But it always leans on when it's successful, you know. Getsy, maybe, you know, it's Matson's fault, whatever. But if it's the quarterback, it's always the quarterback's fault because we blame Carr for everything. Carr it's gonna take Carr 5 years to catch up to make his fucking winning record 500, because he lost for so long with us. But the thing is that all his offensive coordinators that he had, they all were decent. Besides, you know, McDaniels was a good one, but it just didn't work. And if these guys would just hang on to the football and not have drive killers and score in the red zone when they're in the red zone, we had an opportunity to win the game. You know, that's why he kicked the field goal. You're gonna go for the tie. What were the chances? How confident were you and Carlson making the field goal, or us bringing it to 5 and winning the game? I'm more confident with Carlson right now, to be honest with you. I would have trotted his ass out there 5 times too.
Yeah,
because we didn't do shit but get penalties and go backwards when we were in the red zone.
Good plays. Matson had a good couple, like 3 good runs, and they all came back. All of them.
Yeah. Glaze had a penalty. The new guy, Powers had a penalty. And then we got sacked, and then it was 4th down.
Yeah.
So, and then I question his timeouts that he used, you know. But
no, and then we were going to go for it on that 4th down. And then we got an offsides. We got offsides to made it, and that brought us back out to like the 9-yard line, to where like if he was willing to go for it inside the 4, you know what I mean, but not from the 9, you know what I mean. And it's like, that's why I wasn't even tripping about that play call. Like that right there is like, you're gonna go for it from the 9 when you haven't got into the end zone all fucking day. That doesn't make no sense, you know what I mean. Like, it's just go for it, give yourself an opportunity with 3 timeouts, and your defense has been playing good all game. It's just that your offense didn't do shit. So it's just
before the 2-minute warning, I would have called at least one of those timeouts. Or
that one, that
you would have had more time.
Maybe a couple seconds more, but it didn't matter anyway. Fucking stupid ass bitch, you threw a pick.
Yep. You maybe would have ran the ball and it would have been successful. He would have slipped the tackle and got in the end zone. You never would have known.
Yeah, but even that throw to Bowers in the back of the fucking end zone, that was just a bad throw too. Like, it was overthrown and shit like that. So Minshew can't play well in the fucking red zone. He has to get fucking lucky You know what I'm saying? That like Matson when he got that fucking one play in the first game in LA when he got that fucking pitch to the outside, it was gamed up. Even when Matson was it Matson that got the ball or was it Zamir White that got the ball during that play? And
it was in San Diego. Probably was Zamir.
No, I'm saying this game.
Oh,
this game when it was where it was in the fourth quarter and he was hitting around the corner, he almost fucking scored.
Oh, we were at the 2. It was like at the 2-yard line.
Yeah. And then we got fucking penalized, came back and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. But so for me, bro, like, yeah, I think I don't see how Gardner could be the fucking captain and actually try to win some games, bro. I really don't see it. Says right here, Jonathan says, call the Jaguar ever make an offer for Cam Robinson, offensive line Colton Miller, into a left guard or swing tackle. Interesting. Nah, for me, bro, we
don't need a left guard. We need a fucking left tackle.
We need just to go.
If we're gonna
still becomes available.
So I'm saying about quarterbacks. I'm saying quarterbacks.
At this point, I'm ready to not ready to pack it in because I know it's still
I'll stick with
2-5.
Stick with Ritter.
It's gonna take a fucking miracle just to do anything. I'm not even scared to say it. Like at this point, I'm ready to almost call it a day and be like, shit, bro. Like I want to see these guys develop into better players and all of that shit. Better football.
There wasn't 3 minutes left, bro. It wasn't 3 minutes left.
It was like 2.
It was fucking 2. Less than 2. You didn't have 3 timeouts. We had two timeouts when we were at the 9. We got the penalty. I don't know what game you was watching that we gained. We were at the fucking 9. What do you do at the 9? How confident are you in that offensive line that we can run the ball in the 9-yard line?
Yeah, not just that, and how confident you haven't been into the end zone all fucking day, and you're gonna get it
all year.
You know what I mean? And your quarterback is thrown already 3 interceptions. Like, what confidence do you have in your guys? He had some confidence that they were gonna try to get it in from the 4, but after you get a penalty and shit like that, it's like the way your offense has been looking, like shit. No, like there's no sense in going for it right there, bro. Like you still gave yourself a chance to win the game. At the end of the game,
you blame Easy blames Getsy for not doing that call, but he was ready for it on 4th down, but they got a penalty, so that's Getsy's fault.
You got a false start.
So that's Getsy's fault. When he was already gaming up to go for it on 4th down, the AP probably told him this is 2-down territory right here, dude. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna call timeout.
No, because they still had what, 1 minute and 40 something seconds to get the ball with down 5. 1 minute and 40 something seconds, down 5 points. Like that's plenty of time to try to get it. It's just that you couldn't. And at that point, you score and you win. You don't have to score twice to try to tie the game. First, they have to score to try to get in from the 9, and then they have to score again to try to get in from the 2 for the 2-point conversion just to tie the game.
What did he say?
More confident in scoring from the 9-yard line and going for the length of the field for a TD. Well, either way, we're screwed. So,
well, your defense gets you to. You hope your defense you waste enough time to where that you're confident in the play that you have, and there's no guarantee that you'll get it.
Yeah,
but you'll blame Getsy for that offside.
No, a lot of people are blaming AP for a couple bad fucking calls. Like say the
he did right there. Yeah. His time management was bad.
I blame him for the not calling the timeout probably before the timeout because he would have probably had maybe one play to run before the 2-minute warning, and then you would have still had more. So, but the way that Minshew was playing, I don't know. Regardless, I think we were still fucked.
The pick would have came on 3rd down or freaking 4th down, one or the other, because he threw it in the back of the end zone, short, and that one to Bowers where he got hit at the 4, and then it was 4th down. I didn't even get it. So
it's all right though. I mean,
they just kneeled down.
That defense
still Kansas City week. Kansas City week. Forget about that game. There's like 3 others. We're on 3-game losing streak. Let's stop that shit. I don't care who we're playing. Let's just play better. Let's work on the penalties. Let's work on the turnovers. Let's get some positive yardage and be. I thought, honestly, guys, I thought that we were ahead of the chain. We were ahead of the chains. I like Madison getting first downs each run, and then we moved the ball more than the fucking Rams did on the offense. They got 20 points. They got their fucking scores for turnovers.
Yep.
That's hard to fucking do, bro. That's hard to win a game like that. It comes rarely, unless your team fucking sucks.
We said this shit all last week. Remember, you lose the turnover battle, most likely you're gonna lose. And when you lose a 4-1, fuck out of here.
And then you have penalties on top of it. But we have to understand that Glaze and Johnson Powers are young guys, and they're developing as they go. So Glaze just got pushed in there. I don't think it was their intention, but Glaze is having solid. Glaze is playing solid. He took Mumford's job.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to trust Pete out there or somebody?
AP was asked about, Mumford is his versatility and being able to play guard, so that could be a possibility of him moving into maybe guard or something like that, to where, because Parham's down a little bit, so you maybe could see that maybe Mumford play next to Glaze at guard. I know that was talked about. I think if I'm not sure, like last week or this week's first one of his press conferences. So like I wouldn't mind seeing that there too. You know what I mean? Maybe see what he could be at guard, because it looks like Glaze is going to be that, a good tackle. I mean, it looks like he's going to be a good tackle. So maybe that's a blessing in disguise for Mumford, and maybe he gets kind of not hidden a little bit at guard, because you still have to play. You've seen how detrimental a bad guard could be to your fucking offensive line, but hopefully he can kind of sew up that side of the line a little bit, a little bit more with him getting a little bit more healthy. The only thing is right now is the biggest question mark is the fucking. I mean, I've always had my question marks about James, but he is what he is. But my biggest it was the biggest shot, I think, to our offensive line was the play of fucking Colton Miller, dog. Like that's had us behind the 8 ball all fucking year. Like he was supposed to be our anchor, you know what I mean? He's supposed to be our anchor, and he's our weakest link, you know what I mean? And that's recipe for disaster right there, dog, because that's your blind side, you know what I mean? We ain't got no left-handed quarterbacks. That's our blind side tackle, you know what I mean?
My opinion, I'm saying the young guys. I'm saying our older guys are playing bad, bro, along with James. But James is a very experienced center, and he's good at what he does. But I don't see no missed snaps. I don't see no. He gets the ball to his quarterbacks well, and it's just the engagement that he has a problem with and moving his feet. Miller, it was an all-pro left tackle, blindside left tackle to both of these guys, and he's getting whooped by a basic speed rush. No moves. That means Tyree Wilson could go in there and bulldoze his ass over and probably get a sack. He'll probably meet Gabe's quota if we put him against Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what he's getting beat by. You look at that game. You look at that game, guys, and see Miller is just about at the same distance as O'Connell and Minshew, standing the same. Just when he gets the ball, he's beat that bad that quickly off a speed rush. And these dudes don't play patty cake weekly no more, bro. They bum rush your ass and get to the quarterback. They get paid a lot of money, dude, to work like that, just like Max does. But we don't get the opportunity to double team people because they got so many. We got so many liabilities, so many young guys. But I think those two young guys that we have at the line
they're good.
with Parham and Mumford is solid.
Yeah. But
it's
Miller,
gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Miller just maybe Mumford takes over for him. You know what I mean? Because
I wouldn't want Mumford doing that because I seen him in LA. He played a couple games, snaps and stuff like that at right tackle.
Meredith played some plays too.
Yeah, so I'm thinking what's going to end up happening if we do anything, I'll keep Mumford in there because Mumford actually had a great game against the Chargers and the last couple of games of the season when Miller was out. So I don't really think we need a right tackle. I think we just got to convert him because actually Glaze is doing his thing. You know what I mean? So if we're going to shop Miller, we're only going to get, if we got fucking a third fucking round pick for DA, no way we're getting anything fucking big from Miller. We'll probably just get up off his contract. So for me, Miller.
Miller ain't nobody giving up nothing with Miller's production this year, bro.
Hell no.
What he needs to do is that we need to get somebody in there. This is what I mean. Get somebody in there and let this dude get healthy. Let him get fully fucking healthy. And then you'll get that guy back. Yeah. He's going to want to go out there and play. And you can't tell him no because his injuries, I guess, better. But the repercussions from that is he hadn't adjusted to it yet. Maybe he's making an adjustment with his body. He's getting taught something new. We don't know. But it's just bad. He's getting beat bad. Yeah, and you've seen it this game. You've seen it this game. Like I said, that number 8 and that number 0, those two rookies, Burst and another guy, those numbers are stuck in those two quarterbacks' head because they were on his ass all day long. 8 and 0. That's all Mitchell was running away from was those two guys. Nobody up front, no nose tackle, no bomb ass other guy. Just those two guys. It's like they had a spy on the quarterback. I don't know what they were doing. They're playing a weird defense too.
Hey, Q, I'm not saying that, I want to get rid of Miller by no means, but I would rather have fucking Mumford start doing over there because Glaze is the guy, and then if anything goes down, Mumford did do a good job. He did do a good job and shit like that. So I'm not really saying just fucking toss him out, but if we have to make a move, we got to make a move, bro. But talking about making a move, I got to get the fuck up out of here.
I think with this play, dog, if it don't show up with his, I'm sorry to say, like, because with Colton Miller, the thing is with Colton Miller, dog, with his name, and then like he's going to expect like something that I don't think we should be giving him next year. Like, say like next year, he's up for some money or whatever like that. Like, there shouldn't be a reason why we should be paying Miller if no other team is willing to go out and pay, him for that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, at this point, we got to look at his production. Yeah, I know. I understand that he's had some good years with us, but we can't, that can't be the reason, like, or we're going to stay a losing team. That can't be the reason why, okay, we gotta fucking be loyal to this guy because, he's been good for us for a couple years. Nah, bro, he's shown already
for Jones either, Mike.
I think he's already shown through 7 games that his best years might be for sure behind him.
I just don't want to accumulate fucking 7 fucking 5th round picks and 7 6th round picks. I don't need that shit. I want to get guys that produce.
Yeah, because it's just
right
like,
off the bat.
I think I talked about this like before a long time ago too. Is like a lot of good teams too. What they end up doing is they end up getting rid of players before, like that could be one of the smartest things. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, right now it could be one of the dumbest things, because we're getting rid of a good player and shit like that with DA and all of that shit. But at the end of the day, if that 45 million ends up being the reason why we go get our next starting tackle for the next fucking 6-7 years, and we get the next quarterback out of the draft, that's going to be one of the smartest moves we've made in a long time. And that's kind of sometimes the moves that winning organizations make. They come off of players before they go over the hill. So what to say? You know what I mean? Before they're used goods and shit like that. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Like that could be a blessing in disguise too. You know what I mean? So I just think that I think there's still some time to get this shit, but I think it's gonna look ugly. I think it's gonna look ugly for now, dog. But I think there's a plan in place for sure. And for sure, I know we're at 2 hours, so sure we got
Rogers is a play away at any time of fucking getting out the league. Mm-hmm. And then I could possibly see DA be traded again this season, this year.
Most likely it's going to be. But fuck DA, I'm not worried about it. I'm out.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a fucking.
Talk more about the
Cooper.
Chiefs, the Queefs.
It could be like a Amari Cooper thing. Amari Cooper got traded.
I'm glad Amari Cooper got traded. At least he can fucking try to go get something. But pretty much he's gonna drop some balls.
He did.
We just gotta. I'm gonna be like the fucking with the 76ers. Though. I'm gonna trust this process for the meanwhile. But you got till next draft day. That's the clock is ticking. That's for sure.
But yeah, we'll talk about more shit about on Thursday and shit. But we'll be live 7:00. Might push it to 8. Not necessarily sure just yet, but yeah, we'll talk about it, man. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. We had like 100 people at one point in this building. Hit the like button on the way out. Be thankful. We always
get the subs up, baby. Get the subs up.
Yep. Go to subscribe to the show. Like we always tell you guys around these parts.
I think I start doing those vertical streams. I've seen those vertical fucking streams. I've seen those shits like people be getting fucking thousands of views with that shit. Like on their first fucking stream that they go fucking vertical and shit. Like what the fuck?
So
I'll say we go fucking for at least one of our shows a week vertical.
Be cool. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I'll figure Leo and them do that. Leo and Chris and them do that. It looks weird on the screen.
It's good. I think they're trying to push that for the algorithm, so they're pushing that to more people's pages when you go that way, so that way it just builds more views. But hey,
we'll figure it out.
To get the channel up so we can get to more of the nation for sure.
Yep.
RaiderNationLive. We're always gonna be here. It's a vertical, horizontal. It don't matter. We'll take
anyway.
Anyway, sideways, whatever. However you guys
low will take it. Low will take it anyway. Froggy, doggy.
Oh shit!
Don't matter.
Pause.
I'm
too tired to fucking argue. I'm already tired. I'm done. I'm just gonna let it be.
I haven't had a chance to mess with you today, but I gotta get a chance to see. I miss you. And then I find out Gabe don't even show up, dude. You're out there by yourself.
Yeah,
you're out there by yourself.
Hey, dog. Yesterday, but fuck it. I don't know, man. That bet that I won yesterday, I don't know. I might go to a World Series game. You never know. You might see me in the fucking Dodger game.
Shit, go for it, bro. Shit, have fun. That's gonna be a good ass game. Don't get mad when Aaron Judge has a couple home runs. Fresno boy and shit like that. But
Fresno State, boy.
But to be honest with you, I can't stand the Yankees.
Boys in the World Series.
I can't stand the Yankees, so I'm going Dodgers, bro.
Puro pinche Dodgers.
Yeah, I can't. I go
for the Doyers top yet.
The Doyers.
The Doyers.
Yeah. Doyers. Well, shit, guys, we'll be live. We'll be live Thursday, 7 or 8
hey,
o'clock.
Hey man, that's what's up. I'm gonna have something for you. I'm gonna have something for you sent to you in your mail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You guys be safe, and we're gonna get out of here like we always do, man. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders.